Hi everyone, this is Satyajit. Welcome to my channel CloudJourney with Satyajit. So this is the continuations of class, how to access the private instances. So we have already done with uh, Bastion host and also done with OpenVPN. So today we are going to discuss about how to access the EC2 instances via SSM. So uh, SSM provides central locations to view all of your AWS resources, like all the instances, containers, and all the on-premises servers. Okay, so SSM have more functionality. Okay, so like it can do inventory management, it can maintain up to date all the inventory, like all the resources. It can do patch management. It can do run command, right? So if you want to use specific command or script, so that is also possible with SSM. It can do parameter store, like all of your credentials and secrets you can store in the SSM. Along with another one is we can session manager. It can access your resources privately, like without requiring SSH access. So SSM can do a lot of things. So today we are going to discuss about the session manager, how we are going to access the EC2 instances privately. Okay. Earlier, the OpenVPN part and the Bastion host part, there we need that SSH key pair. So using that key pair, we can connect to the private EC2 instances. Though maybe your OpenVPN, it is connected, though you connected to the jump server, but you require the private key of that server, then only you are going to access the private EC2 instances. But in this case, you don't require any key pair. You just you need to connect to that EC2 instance, and from there you need to connect it so via session manager, so that you will able to log into that browser or log into that command line interface. Okay, so there are two conditions. Okay, so when you connect to the private EC2 instances, there might be having private EC2 instances of internet, or some EC2 instances private, there we do not have internet. Okay, so how we are going to access via SSM in that cases? When that private EC2 instance of internet, it means it have NAT gateway attached. Okay, so on that scenario, what are the steps? Only like we need to attach a role. Okay, to that particular EC2 instance, we need to attach a role, and that role have that SSM manage instance core policy. That is one thing. And second thing is the SSM agent need to be installed on that EC2 instance. These two things we need to follow. Once we do these details, and it will take some time to fetch all the details, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. After that, we can able to access it. Okay. And second step is like if the EC2 instance doesn't have internet, then what we need to do? Okay. Let us jump into the demo for with internet access. Once we done that, then we'll go start with without internet access. So I am already logged in with my AWS console. If you see the app server, this doesn't have any public IP. If you go to the networking and go to the respective subnets, so there is no route, no internet gateway to the routes. So there is no routes. Okay. So next now is this is private, but there is no internet access, because on the private subnet, if you want to access the internet, we must use NAT gateway. So next step is now we need to create a NAT gateway. So I need to go to the NAT gateway and create NAT gateway. I can give any name. So I need the name VPCA hyphen NAT, and NAT gateway should be always in the public subnet, right? One end. So NAT has two end. One is public end and one is private end. We need to attach. So NAT should be always in the public subnet, so that it will collect the entire. It will create a channel to access the internet from public. So I specify the public subnet, and connectivity I'm making as public, and NAT having an elastic IP. So we need to allocate one IP. Once I created an elastic IP, okay, then I need to create a NAT gateway. So it will take some time. So it NAT gateway state in pending state. So to make it available, it may take 1 minute. So by that meantime, we can attach the NAT gateway into the private subnet route table. So if I go to my EC2 instance and go to the particular subnet, and on that subnet, go to the particular route table. So I have to click on that route table and go to the routes, edit routes. Then I need to attach the route to the NAT gateway. So it should be 0.0.0/0, and the route, it should be NAT gateway. Okay, so this NAT I just created, and I leave it on. So now my EC2 instance have internet connections, but we need to check it, like NAT gateway should be in available state. So maybe it will take some time. So see, it is pending. By that meantime, let me connect to that EC2 instance. Okay. So I need to connect to the jump server first to access to the EC2 instance. So I reach to my terminal. Okay. So I am able to connect to my public server. This is my public EC2 instances. Okay, from here I need to connect to the private. So here already I copied the private key. I need to specify the EC2 user, and I need to specify the private IP of that server. So this is my app server. So I will get my private IP. Now I need to use this private IP to access the EC2 instance. So now I'm able to connect to the private server. Now I need to check my internet is working or not in google.com. So now I'm able to get a response. Okay, so it means internet is working. If you see the NAT gateway status, it should be now available. Okay, if you refresh it, yeah, it's available. Because of that, internet is working. Okay, so now the first step is we need to attach a role to the EC2 instance. To create a role, we need to go to the IAM service. Okay, we need to go to the IAM service, and there we need to create a role. Okay, create a role, and for which service we are creating a role? For EC2, right? Because we need to attach the role to the EC2. So I have select EC2 role, and next. Okay, then which policy we need to attach? SSM instance core. Okay, that not that. Sorry. SSM manage instance core policy. Okay, Amazon SSM manage instance core. So we can check our documentations. Yeah, Amazon SSM manage instance core. So I need to select that for managed policy. Next. Okay, I have to specify the role name. Let's me SSM EC2. It is case sensitive, case insensitive, anything you can write. So SSM EC2, and I need to create a role. Once the role is created, now we need to attach this role to the EC2 instance. Okay, so we need to go to the select that EC2 instance, go to the actions, go to the security, and modify IAM role. Here we need to attach the SSM. So now first step we have completed. We are able to connect to that EC2 instance and attach the IAM role. Next step is we need to install the SSM agent, because we have two steps. So to install the SSM agent, so you need to go to the documentations. Okay, if you go to the documentations, here all the steps are there for which EC2 instance, for Amazon Linux, for Amazon Linux to CentOS. So we need to verify what is the operating system we have. There is a command ctc slash OS release. If you see, this is a Amazon Linux. So we need to select the documentations Amazon Linux, and it is a what type of processor? So it is x86 64-bit processor. So we need to use the first command. Okay, so I copy this command, then you can go to the terminal, then use this command. Okay, so it will take some time to fetch all the details, and it will install the RPM package. Okay, so once that is available, we need to check the status of the SSM agent service. Once the status is running, then we can verify. If you see the Amazon SSM agent and it's x86 64-bit processor, and it is the version of that SSM agent. Okay, so it is now installing. Once it is installed properly, then we can verify the status of that SSM agent, whether it is running or not. Okay, it should be running. Okay, so to verify the status, you can use the command. Okay, this is the command. So now if you see, it is complete. Okay, now verify, but here you need to specify the system status. Okay, only status, it is not going to work. So systemctl status. Okay, if you see, now it's active and running. Okay, so now we are good. We are done with two steps. We have installed the NAT gateway, we have installed the SSM agent. Okay, so now we need to verify, okay, whether it is going to work or not. Okay, so to do that, we need to go to the EC2 instance, and we need to select the app server, and here it's a connect button. So here multiple options are there, but we are more concentrated about the sessions manager. So we need to click on the sessions manager, See, now it's showing connect. Okay, once we click on that connect button, so it is going to create a sessions. Okay, see, now I'm getting the options a dollar from here. I can do anything, sudo su, and here I am able to root. I can switch to root and I can do all the necessary stuff. Okay, so this is pretty easier, and if I terminate means the sessions is going to terminate. So now we don't have to log into the jump server, and from the jump server again I don't want to go to the private EC2 instance. I just need to select the server and need to connect and go to sessions manager and just connect it. Okay, so this is the easier way. Okay, okay, so now we are good with the private EC2 instances with internet access. Okay, so in the next videos, we will continue the same private EC2 instance. If there is no internet connections, how we are going to access it? Okay, how we are going to access it via session management. Okay, so please practice it. And if you have any questions or something, like you can put into the comment, or so I will be happy to help. Thank you for watching my videos.